Act 1, The Inescapable Rock. Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, known simply as the Rock, was designed to be the final stop for the most dangerous and escape-prone criminals in America. Located in the frigid, shark-infested waters of the San Francisco Bay, the prison boasted a reputation for being inescapable. The currents were deadly, the water temperature averaged 10 to 12 degrees Celsius, causing hypothermia in minutes, and the guards were the best in the business. No one had ever successfully escaped and lived to tell the tale. Act 2, The Masterminds. In the early 1960s, four men began to plot the impossible. The leader was Frank Morris, an inmate with an IQ in the top 2% of the population. He was a career criminal and a specialist in escapes. Joining him were brothers John and Clarence Anglin, who had been sent to Alcatraz after multiple failed escape attempts from other prisons. The fourth member was Alan West, though he would ultimately fail to leave his cell in time. Act 3, The Ingenious Preparation. For over 6 months, the group worked in total secrecy. They used sharpened spoons to chip away at the salt-damaged concrete around the ventilation ducts in their cells. To hide the noise, Morris played his accordion during the music hour. To fool the guards during night inspections, they created dummy heads out of a mixture of soap, toothpaste, toilet paper, and real hair from the prison barbershop. Their most incredible feat was the raft. Using over 50 stolen rubber raincoats, they glued them together and vulcanized them using the heat from steam pipes. They even built a concertina, a small accordion-like instrument, to act as a bellows to inflate the raft. Act 4, The Night of June 11, 1962. On the night of the escape, Morris and the Anglin brothers crawled through the holes in their walls into a service corridor. They climbed up a ventilation shaft to the roof, crossed the ceiling under the noses of the guards, and slid down a drain pipe. They reached the shoreline, inflated their raft, and entered the water around 10 p.m. That was the last time anyone saw them. When the guards discovered the dummy heads the next morning, the largest manhunt in history began, but only a few fragments of the raft and a waterproof bag containing photos belonging to the Anglins were found near Angel Island. Act V, Dead or Alive? The FBI officially closed the case in 1979, concluding that the men drowned. However, the U.S. Marshals Service keeps the case open to this day. In 2013, a mysterious letter arrived at the San Francisco Police Department. It claimed to be from John Anglin. The letter stated, "Yes, we all made it that night, but barely." It claimed Frank Morris died in 2008 and Clarence in 2011. Furthermore, the Anglin family has presented evidence, including a photograph allegedly taken in Brazil in 1975, showing two men who bear a striking resemblance to the brothers. Whether they succumbed to the freezing Pacific or found freedom on a distant shore, the story of Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers remains the ultimate symbol of human ingenuity and the desire for liberty.